We're here at Mlg Anahiem and with a Call of Duty legend, Killer. Killer, you've been absent since Paris. What made you come back for this event?
I don't really like the game, so I figured I'd take time off, try to avoid practice and put in the hours because it gets really stressful, and especially with a lot going on in my life. I just had a daughter, and so yeah, I took a little bit of time off, and I mean, I'm still good at the game, and I'm sure a lot of people know that, especially my past teammates like Mir, he knows that, and he just felt like he had a better chance still going with me, even though I haven't been really playing with the team, but I've been playing. So yeah, pretty much he knew like I'm not going to let him down. So he hit me up to go 6 days before the event, and now I'm here. So,
what kind of chance do you think the team has this weekend? You're going through the open bracket. You know, you've not played all together that much. What realistic chance do you guys have this weekend?
Like I said, I mean, you can practice as much as you want in this game. It just you still minimize your. I feel like if you practice more, that sometimes like a player like me actually gets worse because then your teammates expect you to do something or run a gun. In reality, it's just all about finding your comfort zone, and that's why I feel like I didn't want to practice with a team because I didn't want to waste my time because I'm a player. I feel like that if I do my own thing but still know what to do, I feel like we'll, still have success. I feel like I'm a step ahead, and my teammates like kind of like, past teammates make me stoop down to their level, I guess you could say. So.
Is it tough kind of seeing your former teammates still kind of riding the wave at the top at the elite level? Is it tough kind of seeing people like Karma consistently doing that, whereas you kind of struggled less, especially over the last couple of years, maybe not in Black Ops 3, but...
Not really, because good things happen to good people, and I'm happy for Karma. But like he said to me, he said I could be right where you are. Like that's what he said last year, and I'm sure he knows it this year. Or he might have said that in AW or whatever, but he knows he could be in a similar position. I don't know the same exact one, but he knows like there's levels of players and the way people think, and he knows if he's thinking ahead of his teammates that they're going to think he's overthinking it. In reality, he's just smarter than his teammates.
Are you seeing World War II as a fresh start? Are you going to be back sort of full-time, back on the stream, back on the scrim, grind, everything?
Streaming, I don't know, depending on what type of game it is, depending on how creative you can get with it, but I don't really want to. If it's a good game, I don't really want to give my strategies and stuff away. But, yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I think Michael Conjure is going to do good for us. Like, if you really think about AW, I didn't like the whole concept of it. But in reality, it was a good game. Had good maps, good ideas. Maybe the whole idea people didn't fall in love with, but in all, it was a good game.
Finally, I know you've been keeping up to date with the scene. Who do you expect to come out on top this weekend? Can you see anyone but Optic with all the changes going on?
I think Optic brings the fire because it's Anaheim. It's kind of like, I almost want to say it's like they're like the home favorite. I want to say because every Anaheim, all the Optic fans come out and they show their love and support, and it just seems like there's a ton of them in California, or I don't know, they might come from all over the place.
We're here at Mlg Anahiem, and we're here with Karma from Optic Gaming. Karma, coming into this event, you had some strong words for your team with regards to playing as a team rather than just going for the kills. Do you think that's changed for this event? Do you think there's been a change of mindset?
Well, so far I'd say so. We've won both matches 3-0. First teams we haven't played yet, but teams who've done well against other teams this year. So I'd say right now, what I said right when the game was done, I said, it seems right, everything's flowing right, and the map feels how it's supposed to feel. So if that's any glimpse of how we're playing, I mean, I think it should be a good weekend.
Coming into this event, there's obviously a lot of team changes, roster speculation. Do you think that's an advantage for you guys to reclaim, or not to reclaim, but to get your Anaheim crown again?
Yeah, I mean, realistically, I guess you could say it is a good thing for us that all those roster changes were, or teams are trying to make those roster changes. But I think in the end, like, they're still the same teams, unless someone gets some hard feelings, I don't think it'll really affect their gameplay. I'm not really sure how the weekend's gone, though. I saw LG lost to Epsilon, which was, I mean, I'd say it's a shock, but Epsilon, they're just a really annoying team to play.
We're here at Mlg Anahiem with Formal. He's just come off a 3-0 victory against Mindfreak. Formal, coming into this event, you guys obviously placed a disappointing 4th at the playoffs. What have you guys worked on and kind of tried to address?
Just kind of knowing that we're not super ahead of everybody anymore. We needed like a reality check. It sucks it happens every year, but we do need it to kind of level ourselves out and focus on the remaining events of the year and know that we're not ahead of everybody, and we have to practice differently because the game's changing and we have to change with it.
Players in the team needed to stop focusing as much on their kill-death ratio and play more as a team. Is that something that you guys have talked about? And what did you think of his comments when he said that?
I agreed. It had to be said, and Damon's the perfect guy to do it. Damon's the biggest team player you can ask for. So what he's saying is, like, when we play for the win and not for the stats, that's when you see 23 map runs and flawless tournament wins. Like at Paris, we all just played for the win. I think as long as we can do that, we'll be fine. But he's right. If we do play for stats, then it's like a completely different team. So I think that what he said needed to be said, and it'll be good for us for the rest of the tournament.
Aside from Splice, your biggest competition, Luminosity, FaZe, E-United, they've all kind of been in a weird roster situation. Do you think that's going to benefit you guys, the fact that there is kind of a lot of uncertainty, or are you concerned that perhaps the teams might play with a little less care because there's less pressure on them?
I don't really focus on it too much. Our biggest opponents are ourselves. When we get in our own heads, that's when we play bad. If we focus on ourselves and just play how we know we can play, we'll win no matter what rosters are formed. So as long as we focus on the fundamentals and just kind of working together, I think we don't really think about other teams or what they're doing. We just focus on ourselves.